I'm always going to put the players first with their money. But again, it just had to be in the context of kind of how we got here. They're kind of like, well, we messed up in the past. Owners like, we're not giving that type of money out. So then they, in the most recent CBA, they renegotiated that stuff.
Yeah. And they can't, the next negotiations for a CBA is 2031. So it's quite a ways away.
Long. Yeah. They're like, is it like every 10 years or something like that? It's a long contract, which is crazy that you do 10 years between making changes to do you find that strange? Is that not weird to wait 10 years to implement? I get you can't do it every year.
They agreed to it. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. There has to be better representation. The NBA, they I feel like they're a little bit more better at protecting their players.
I don't know if that's 100%.
NFL, it is a little strange. I read that 2031. I said, wow, that's quite. That's a long ways away. So, but the
6 years,
the Sam Bradford thing was, I think 2009 is when he was drafted. And so I don't know, just to answer that one, or I guess 2010. I thought it said 2009, but maybe 2009, 2010 that season. But back to Caleb Williams, his contract was 4 years, $39.4 million, or 34, almost $40 million. So $39.4 million was his rookie contract. The contract included $25.5 million sign-on bonus and a fifth-year team option. So
got it, yeah.
Guaranteed money though. The guaranteed money is the full thing is 39.4 is fully guaranteed.
Wow.
As a first rounder, and overall.
Wow. So, okay, look at that. So at least some people are getting it right. Now that's kind of crazy. Now thinking about it, he got only $10 million less than what Sam Bradford got. Now Sam Bradford, we're looking at guarantees. Sam Bradford got $50 million. His contract was 78. But also with the NFL, why guaranteed so important? Because if you look at a lot of how these NFL contracts are put together, the last 2 years are almost always void. So the money is, if you don't get the money up front, right, in the first 2 years, or you don't get the guarantees from like a signing bonus or things like that, that it's fake numbers. It's not money that's ever going to hit their wallet. And as you know, with the NFL, you get injured all the time. You could have one sick injury and then you're done. It's not like the NBA. You get injured, you can come back. Halliburton just went down with Achilles. He's out of season, but like you've seen Kevin Durant come back. We saw Clay come back from that twice. And that's like their biggest injury in the NBA. In the NFL, you can freaking die on the field. You literally had DeMar Hamlin die on the field and come back to life. Like, it's just the amount of physical impact and injuries is wild. So, yes, guarantee them more money. Even if it doesn't pay out, like, I get it. Like, you're not going to hit on every pick. But the NBA, the MLB, they don't hit on every contract either. And they still pay their players more. So,
yeah. No, I think it's definitely an interesting controversy as far as what they were able to uncover. It makes a lot of sense because I think like I said, the NBA is a little bit more, they're more for the players. And I think that's because of the representation they have at the table, right? As far as what they're negotiating for. And I agree. I don't know who did the negotiating. When was the CBA agreed upon?
That's a great question. I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up for me. I just want to know how long that agreement was for, because 2031 is 5 years or 6 years away now. And if they agreed upon it, was it a couple years ago, maybe? Because I don't remember.
I think it was 2020.
Oh my goodness, 11 years? They did it for 11 years, essentially.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I think
that's a long time, dude.
It's crazy, especially with how fast everything changes in this world. You're right, technology, and I understand the game.
So I think they do 10 years.
I gotta break something.
Oh, go ahead.
The Bulls just traded Lonzo Ball to Cleveland Cavaliers for Isaac Okoro.
Oh yeah, Okoro.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. That's it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you had to get rid of Lonzo. He just didn't play.
No, I agree.
You got to get rid of him. You got to get something back.
Very disappointing, Lonzo era. It started off great, but we'll get to that, I guess, on our Bulls podcast.
That's interesting breaking news, though.
I just wish the NFL did kind of take a little bit more care of their players, especially because I feel like fully guaranteed contracts it should be a standard. I'm not saying maybe for 4th, 5th, 6th round picks, maybe that's a little bit different, but for your top tier guys that are drafted, but then not even that, free agency, I think there should be a little bit more guaranteed money because these guys are, like you said, it is a ruthless game. It is physical. I understand, NBA players, they go downtown, right, or go down to, as well because of like the Achilles and stuff, but just the impact. And you look at Brisker, right? Like the way that not his life's changed, but like it could have been, right? There was retirement talks, not maybe in his camps, but it was, it was flirting there as far as that. And he didn't have, I don't know how much guaranteed money he used a 2nd round pick. I'm going to look that up.
It's just crazy because the NBA is fully guaranteed. Their contracts in general are fully guaranteed and they're ginormous. Like Jalen Brunson took a $200 million. Like their numbers are huge. Like I think Josh Giddey is asking for 3 years, $150 million. That's for someone like Josh Giddey.
Listen to this.
$50 million guaranteed.
Listen to this real quick, Vic. 4 years. So his rookie deal, he was a 2nd rounder. Am I correct, right?
Who's this?
2nd round, 48th overall in 2022. He signed a 4-year, $7 million contract with the Bears, including a 2.5 signing bonus and 3.5 million guaranteed. That's crazy to me. First of all, what a steal for a player like him. I know he's missed some time.
That's why the draft is so huge, because if you hit on these guys, it's cheap.
But for me, if I'm negotiating here, that $7 million should be fully guaranteed.
It's $7 million, bro. Yeah, it probably should.
But they're only guaranteeing
half of it, if that. That's if a 2nd rounder, and that's not even every team.
Yeah.
It's not great. Look, I agree. They should. There's a better way for these guys to get paid in one of the most dangerous sports, if not the most dangerous sport. And it makes no sense. Also, I looked at the CBA. It looks like the last one was 2011. Then the one after that was 2021, and the next one's 2031. So it looks like every CBA agreement
10 years.
10 years, at least the past 3. Still, also, that's kind of long. I'm sorry. 5 years is probably more reasonable. The game changes so much. Also, just inflation in numbers, like 10 years is night and day. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of, like you said, you start off by saying the NFL doesn't do a good job of putting its players first, and I 100% agree with that. Whether it comes from concussions, which is a whole different discussion, player health after they leave the NFL, player health while they're in the NFL, or financial standing. They just don't do a good job, and it's kind of annoying. While these other sports, not that anyone's perfect, but these other sports seem to be doing a better job with that.
No, you're 100% right. I'm not going to go too much into this, but I do think it's interesting that most of these 2nd round picks are, at least their agents, everyone's almost in agreement together. Like there's like a stand they're almost putting, right? It's like, hey, we're not going to sign. We're not going to sign. Like I like the unity, but at the end of the day, I mean, the NFL, they do not budge on a lot of things. It's just part of, how they run things. The commissioner, I mean, they protect the shield at all times. It is very, very interesting. And then with the Deshaun Watson deal, ever since then, I mean, the owners have been pissed off. That's why this article was written. It's like why Pablo Toro was able to go and find and dig and investigate that there has been some, at least, collusion between all of these owners after that signing, and rightfully so. I mean, that's one of the worst contracts I think ever, and
pretty bad
with all the details. But at the end of the day, now we have all these 2nd round picks. I'm just curious to see because we're 20 something days away now from training camp. How long is this going to last? Is it going to impact? I mean, Luther Burden, right? That's interesting because I feel like he's going to be a pretty good impact player, and I haven't seen a word on him. And as far as
been any, I mean, polls in them.
He was practicing before too, but is he really going to participate in training camp before he signs his contract?
I'm not risking my body if I'm not getting paid. Are you showing up to work if you were told you're not getting a paycheck the next pay period? No. I'm telling my boss to F off. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm not even mad if they aren't there. It's just interesting. And someone said, why is this clickbait? It's not clickbait. We're talking about a big NFL controversy with them not paying their players money. That's huge. And Chicago Bears are a part of it because they have 2 players. They have 3. So out of the 32 players in the second round, the Bears probably carry the most weight because they had the most picks in the second round of players that are not signed due to the NFL not wanting to give its employees fully guaranteed, or at least more fully guaranteed contracts. So
I'll leave it at that. I'm excited to see kind of what the new CBA is. I think there's going to be stronger
player protections.
I think it's going to be a lot different. It'll be exciting to see kind of what they can get done.